What's going on, guys? I'm back again with another TCC challenge. Today's is Caius's Chaos, which is a keeper of the Farseer. You can't use Arnea, which is usually a given. You can't use her as a friend or in the team. That's just like a constant ban for everything, so hopefully I won't have to keep saying that one because it's like always going to be banned. I guess it wouldn't be banned, I guess if they're like range resistant, but they actually are, but she's still banned for this. So whatever. Anyway, can't use her Arnea, can't use Caius, Porum, Null, Lise, Galeef, Lot and Rain, Hope, X-Death, Edge, Penelo, Zac, and of course, Arnea. So my goal here was this team, Ulti, Sherlotta, and Serah, they all have a lot of saps. And that's going to help with the enemies getting like a bunch of brave and I can't do anything while they have the shields up and stuff like that. So, and a lot of turn manipulation with ulti. Good damage. Sherry, she can shave with her EX too. And yeah. So the first wave, I'm using a Leo friend, and the whole point of him is to just burn down this first boss. I don't want to deal with the debuffs at all. And in fact, this is my second run. The first run, I'll kind of talk a little bit what happened with that one when it gets a little bit later. But anyway, the first run, when I did this wave, I think it took too many turns and it got off like a bunch of different poisons off, and it was just horrible dealing with in the beginning of this wave. So I was like, yeah, let me just use a couple extra of Serah's S1 or wound attack, because I ended up with extra ones at the end anyway, or at least it seemed like I would have. They actually killed me because I got them down to like really low red HP, and they were both doing all attacks. They both did metal slug or metal quake. Sorry, they both did metal quake, which did significant damage even though they didn't break anybody. And then I had one character in between them, and they were doing another all attack. I would think they were gonna do a wallop. Nope. Another back-to-back metal quake. And needless to say, I did not survive. So yeah, that's how that ended. But it gave me some pointers as to how many skills I could probably use in the beginning of the first wave. So it was kind of like a test run for the most part. But yeah, this team was really great. I've actually used this team before a long time ago, around when Ulti came out and Serah had her EX plus. She was an instant purple for me because I liked her kit. I always used her for a lot of different things. So here, the most important part is not to get broken, because regardless, if these guys break you, not only do they get turn rate, but they also have a move where they can punch you, break you, and then it deals HP damage too, and it's probably going to one-shot you. So you're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. So you're going to see me do some brave attacks where I probably could have HP attacked, but you don't know. I mean, at least I didn't know exactly what they were going to do. They might have like a skill set order. It didn't always seem that way. But I guess maybe it's HP thresholds that might change it. I'm not too sure. I really don't know. I didn't do a lot of experimenting with this chaos fight, as I'm not a huge fan of these guys. Their shield thing that you can't break is really annoying, and yeah, I didn't want to deal with that as much as possible. So right there, they actually put on their framed buff, which lowers your team's attack, and both of them have one on. But it's not so bad in the beginning because they don't have increased stats, so it's not too bad to deal with. Especially with my team comp, I can hit decently hard, so I'm not too worried about it. It's only when you get to the later parts of the fight, when they're increased stats and they have that on, you'll see your damage plummeting. So just be mindful of that buff. If you have no way to remove it, just be mindful of it, because your brave damage is going to be a lot different, and especially is going to be really different when their health pool gets low. I think here I just HP attack, so I had a feeling it was going to break, yeah. And then Sherry can save ulti if she wanted to. Although she probably could be fine with the sap. Yeah, I think she'll be fine with the sap. So I think I just put Sherry's debuff onto this guy. I know it wasn't going to do any brave damage, but I wanted an extra sap on him. Attack down on top of their attack debuff, buff. Yeah, really annoying guys. Alright, they just do a wall up, that's fine. There was one scary moment in this run, but it wasn't too bad. Even if it did hit me, we would have been able to recover. Luckily, it missed like 2 people when they did the metal quake. You'll see that. So here's the power of her EX here too. Just shave all that brave that you can't normally touch off of the guy that has that shield. But yeah, this isn't the first team I took. The first team I took, which I will upload later today, I just wanted to do this one real quick, even though this was the second run, or second team. I felt that this one turned out so well that I would figure I would want to put it up as quick as possible. But I will upload the other one as soon as I do it, but I still haven't even slept, and I made like another video earlier today too, and yeah, I need to get some rest eventually. I'm gonna have to like force myself to sleep. I don't know how, but I need to get sleep. Anyway, it's fine. At least I'm productive, you know? I gotta look at the bright side. So here, I think I just Moonlight because I don't want ulti to get broken. Yeah. Even though I could EX there, it wasn't in my best interest, even though it's gonna lose her EX buff. And here's the scary part. So, I think... yeah. And then I think, oh, this is the scary part yet. So I EX here because I figured we give Sherry some space too, on top of the break. So we'd probably give her enough brave to deal with A. I don't think it was. And yeah, it's okay though. Here, just kind of conserving a little bit because they both have that attack down aura, so it really sucks for my damage. Yeah, she got broken barely, but she... So, here is the dilemma. I decided to just brave attack A because I'll try to shave as much as I possibly can. Just take the hit. And we had a little bit of a sap too. Wasn't as bad. It would have been 4K to everybody, right? Maybe a little bit more. Actually, probably a little bit more because it would have been more brave damage because I missed the other guys. So, Let's say like 6-7K maybe. Maybe like 6K, which would have been bad. Not too bad. It's when we get under that for too many turns, then it gets scary. I mean, here I have to like launch one of them. That doesn't matter. I just chose one. It doesn't really matter who I launch here. But yeah, I have to be careful with the healing because, granted, Sherry has a HP regen. I only have her HP regen, and Serah actually has Rosa's sphere, which heals very, very small amounts. So I have to be very careful not to get hit with too much damage, even though the other one would have hurt pretty bad. But you know, it is what it is. You have to take some of them, unfortunately. So here, I was thinking, this guy only has one more turn on his framed buff with his attack down aura. If we can get past that, I think we might be in the clear to do some good damage. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just getting EX buff up again. And I think I just Brave attack. Because they're both doing all attacks, I'm not taking a chance. I can't let my girls take any more damage here. More than they need to. If she gets broken and they both do Metal Quake, it could be really bad. And I think this one does it. Yeah. Now we're getting in the scary part. But now they don't have that frame buff anymore. So I was like, you know what? I think it's time to go in. Now that we have this. And I think I realize it when we get closer to Serah's turn, especially. I'm like, I think I'm gonna go in now. So that's what I did. Here we get a decent launch. Not anything too crazy, but decent. You know, we'll take it. A little damage here and there. I did make a little mistake at the end that I'll point out too, which wasn't too bad, but I mean, I'm like half asleep doing this. So I'm sorry. Let's see. Alright, so he's at his halfway point there. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm getting ready to go in because I already popped Ulti's 65, I popped Serah's, and I'm like, yeah, I think it's time to go in. But I'm like, let me see if I can push it to the most I can before I summon. So I know Sherry has good arts. Plus I'm giving her Serah buffs and stuff like that. So here I'm like, I think it's just time to go in. They have way too many turns back to back. They don't have the buff. They don't have the shield up. Let's just go ham. Just go in and do as much damage as possible. This is the best time. So that's what I did. And it did a lot of damage. Check out this damage here. 64 to both of them, which is pretty nice. And I think these did like 64 as well. 74. You know, that's good. That's pretty solid. Yeah, well, 61 plus, you know, sure he's buffing up the damage, so. And then here, just Moonlight to refresh Ulti's buffs. Go with my max Brave and attack, because I need her to do as much damage as she possibly can. And this is going to create a lot of space for us too. Especially these the characters like Sherry. She can take a lot of turns to like get them to unbreak. Same thing with Ulti. From taking so many turns, she can get them to unbreak and then break them again. So here, Like I said, I'm just gonna go in. Have to kill these guys, and her next turn she can have her EX. So here, I think I pop her 65, and then do 2 skill 1s. Yeah, to get her EX up. This should take him out of break. Yep. Get the EX buff again. Shave him a little bit. Which, you know, whatever. I'll take it. And then I think I skill 2, because I'm just like, we just gotta go in. Gotta go in now. Here, I just get those buffs back on ulti. Here, I probably could have used the 65 after, but I think it was actually not too bad to use it here either. So that was the one thing I was like, maybe I could have did it a little differently. I probably could have used the C65 later instead of right there. Like, but I think I was capping no matter what. Let me see. It was close. So here's where I probably could have used it. But I don't think she really got that many turns afterwards anyway. Here, I was supposed to target B. That was supposed to be a launch on B. For some reason, I said I was, like I said, I was half asleep. But it's okay. It's okay. We can still launch B. So that's what I did. Finally, when it should have been launched before. It's okay. So here, I'm just going to HB attack. And then EX, so do this damage to both of them. And I knew it was going to kill B. And yeah, this is pretty much a wrap now. Because Sherry still has a skill 2 left. I didn't do it in the perfect order, but it doesn't matter. It was pretty much, this is it. I was supposed to C65 first, then S1, then EX, then skill 2. But it doesn't really matter. But yeah, look forward to the other video. This was actually such a good team. It actually beat my original team score. Like a team that I actually took to actually beat this with like really good characters and stuff. This team actually beat their score. That's how good it was. Check the score out. Yeah. What? And 60 turns? Pretty awesome. Anyway guys, I'll catch you on the next one.